Namaste, my friend, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac weather. My name is Stepº23. I am the Sensei to Sirius Joy. I'm here to help you stand in your heart and walk in the light. And today it is Thursday, October 16th, 2014. And good news, my friend, step 23 rules the day. That means that if we woke up fuzzy, if we felt fuzzy all year, this is one of those days where we get clarity, even though it's a Mercury retrograde. Yes, yes, yes. And I'll explain exactly why that is in your Sensei sunrise. And we'll look in today's planets and see what's going on in the heavens, because it's going to knock your socks off as far as how clear things are becoming. But realize this, today is a day where our minds end up being what we end up in because we're trying to get to a conclusion. We're trying to get to an understanding. So you're hungry for that clarity. Yes, yes. But you actually got to pull back from your thoughts and pull back from the conversation to actually be a master of clarity. And I'll explain that as well. But before we do that, let's begin by taming our brain, shall we? With the phrase of the day. I am thinking unlimited possibilities. That's what you say to yourself. Every time your mind wants to take over, because it is a quantum intention 5 days. So our mind at the end of the day is the ruling state of awareness, even though it's step 23. I'll get into that. But I am thinking unlimited possibilities. Every time your mind hits some sort of an intersection, it's like, well, I won't be able to make it until blah, blah, blah. Unlimited possibilities is what I'm thinking. Every time you hit something that is a dead end or a stop, I am thinking unlimited possibilities. Say it out loud and say it proud. Put it in your brain. Step 23 rules a day. This is a master step. We're in the third decan of the sun in Libra. And as we step into step 23 with ourself and our steps to Sirius Joy, we are also, all of us, connecting now. Step 23 is the step where we absolutely make connection, the right connections. This might be in any part of our life, whether it's literally at the train station for the babysitter you've been looking for, to finally getting connected to your friends across seas. I mean, connection is connection. But because it's Libra, we are talking about population connections now. We are talking about romantic connections now. The fun stuff, even though Mercury is retrograde. Now, today's Joy Quest intention is a 5, to think. So the dominant state of awareness is our mind at the end of the day, but it comes from writing our feelings and writing our belief structure. The moon is part of the fun here, so we're writing our feelings. Well, the moon is in Leo, which means our feelings are in touch with our heart first. So all of us are in touch with the inner child. If you wake up really cranky and want to throw a temper tantrum, that's your inner child. It needs to actually be fed or walked or something interesting to make it feel like a prince or princess again. So keep that in mind. And then, according to the AIT, tonight's sky, peace actually comes today. So total Om kind of peace at 3:33 p.m. Eastern. Not kidding. Not making this stuff up. I had to look at that 3 times, like 3:33. Are you serious? Wow, that's so cool. I love when the numbers add up. And what is it? You know, 3 is a big part of today. So interesting stuff. Now let's look at the chakras going on for the day. My friend Kristen Ryder. So today it starts with feelings. We're all in the step 20s. Anytime we're in the 20s, we are starting with our feelings. So we are operating from the third chakra on up. And then we add the 3, I believe, which means our vision, our third eye opens up. And we've talked about it before, but the third eye, the part that sees vision, you tend to think of that as Aquarius. Well, Aquarius knows where you are in the video game, in the map. But actually, the vision, the third eye, that's Sagittarius. Sagittarius is belief structure, moving forward, calculating forward, and seeing where our future may or may not go. So our future is being reworked today in this master step. And what does this bring? Clarity back to the third chakra, step 5. How interesting, right? So clarity, according to the chakras, according to our energies, clarity is when our emotions in the third chakra are in line with our thoughts. When thoughts and emotions are in line, you have clarity. That's what a 2 and 3 make a 5, right? Thoughts and emotions. Now we're at 23 and we will reach clarity, but we do it through the belief structure, and I'll explain a little bit more here in a minute. So let's look at Planet Soup. What is God cooking up there in the stars? Well, the sun is at step 23 Libra, so we are chugging along, moving forward and writing our songs. And because Libra is ruling the day, Libra is ruling the month, I should say, this is all about relationships and connections. And 5 is I think I connect. So today you can expect connections, especially in a Libra sense. But here's what's really exciting. Look at this stellium party going on. Now, Mercury is retrograde. If you're just joining us at Namaste today, hello, welcome. Mercury's retrograde. That's why it took you this long to find Namaste today. But don't worry, here's the wacky thing. So Mercury today dead conjuncts the sun. That means the sun and Mercury are in the same position, the same step, and the same sign. How's that for clear? Isn't that amazing? And that's on a day when Mercury rules the day. So this is where astrology blows my mind with the orchestra of accuracy, that we would have a quantum intention 5 on a day when Mercury, which is the 5, hits the sun. Just amazing. So Mercury conjuncting the sun means, yes, our heart and our minds come together today. Our heart and our minds come together. Our heart is the sun, don't forget. Our heart is the sun. So our heart and our minds come together. And Mercury is, Venus, Venus behind there is manifesting at step 19. So Venus says we are manifesting and moving forward with the manifestation. Incidentally, I've now colored the Joy Quest colors, or according to the chakras that the planets are lighting up. So these 2 planets are lighting up the throat chakra, and of course, Venus is lighting up the third eye. Now Mars is joining the party at step 23 also. How's that for a chime of the chord of 23? We'll talk about it here in a minute. But Mars is there, also putting pressure on step 23, but step 23 of our beliefs. So step 23 of our belief structures. And there Mars is at the top of this. As Mars puts pressure on step 23, we grow in a dynamically passionate way. And what's most important is Jupiter in Leo. We are acting on what our heart wants. And that's super important. Keep that in mind. We're acting on what our heart wants. With Moon in Leo, that means our emotions are also highlighting what our heart wants. So we're acting what our heart wants, and we're highlighting what our heart wants. And that's like the McDonald's phrase, I'm loving it. Take that back from me, McDonald's. You're not such a gross company for such a wonderful idea. And then Saturn, this is the big boom shot here at step 22. We are not in Kansas anymore. With Saturn at 22, we are quantum in our emotional boundaries. That means we don't know exactly how anything will end up, and we need to be mindful of our own feelings first in order to be clear about what to do. And that brings us to the Sensei sunrise. I have to get out of game show mode. Today, step 23 is the serious step of the day, and I call this the master of clarity at this step. And let's see exactly why. Well, first of all, whenever we're in the 20s, we have to get in touch with our emotions, like I say every day. So get in touch with your emotions, protect your emotions before you leave the house. Super important. Really separates the men from the boys as far as who protects their emotions, so to speak. I guess that's true. Boys just wall it off entirely sometimes, right? So you want to feel how you feel, you want to protect how you feel, and the moon's in Leo, so we probably are feeling our heart. That's a good thing. Here's why. Because in the next step, we surrender today to our beliefs, all right? And if you've watched me long enough, you know that our beliefs, what we really believe, what we really believe is what our heart believes. So isn't this cool? The moon's in Leo, lighting up our hearts on a day when we're supposed to follow our beliefs or follow our hearts. Beliefs, hearts, same thing. But most people are brainwashed to, hold their heart back. So you follow your heart today. You follow your heart. That means if your heart wants to go this way, you go that way. If you want to do this, you do that. You let your heart lead the way. You let your heart be the adventure, basically, is what happens. And what happens is you connect to somebody, something, a headline, a website, something. You connect. Step 23 basically explains the spiritual architecture of how law of attraction brings us to what we're looking for, particularly what our mind, 5, is looking for. And sometimes our mind doesn't even know until these two things connect. What are the two things connecting? Our feelings on the one hand, 2, with our beliefs on the other. So basically our feelings and our heart, if you want to get that way about it, our feelings and our heart connecting. Oh, right, this is it, says our mind, right? This is how we use ourselves like a water walking stick. This is how we find our joy. So today, your joy question, you choose to accept it, is to follow your feelings and follow your beliefs, your joy. And sometimes belief means, by the way, that someone goes, hey, Chris, you want to go to lunch? And you're like, well, I do believe I should get out more. All right? So follow your beliefs. Hold that thought, my friend, and I'll be right back after this.
Are you wondering why you can't get her attention? Tired of dating your mother? Have you ever wondered why you're always cheating? How come girls always call you their friend? How do you get her to say yes? Introducing Secret to Birthday, the Love and Lust Report. You send us your date of birth. We cut together a special video all around you. You'll see the patterns in your love life right away. So if you're interested in knowing all the little sexy secrets about you, come on down to secretsofbirthdays.com.
And here we are at the Soul Mart Trading Post. First of all, the Secrets to Birthdays are on sale for $19.95. Come on down. A couple people have ordered these. I'm super excited to send them out. Let me know what you think. Leave comments, folks. They're back. They're a lot of fun. And they make a super little gift for a loved one. Some honey girls like this stuff, guys. Just saying. Join our email list, and I will send you coupons for $3 off our videos right now. And you will get a coupon code that works anywhere in the Soul Mart videos. And we put out a tip jar. Tip your light workers, folks. You can actually tip Master One Feather. You can tip anybody in the tip jar. Just go to iliveloveby.me. That's our little way of allowing you to give back through just pure cash. And I have now new 15-minute step readings. Whew, say that 10 times. And this is live recorded on MP3. Basically, I will tell you what your step number was when you were born. We'll talk about your emotional step number. We'll talk about your personality step number. Everyone has like really 3 major step numbers that are important. And when you understand your steps, and when you understand how you can step on yourself by accident, it all comes to make sense in your life about where you fall into place. So come on down, check it out. I have availabilities open on Thursdays and Fridays and sometimes weekends. Now this brings us to today's Gone. Aha, don't fear free falling. I should have prepared better for that. No shitting yourself today, Chris. Don't shit on yourself. Don't fear free falling. What does that mean? Well, first of all, fear. You probably heard this acronym, but it goes, we should go ahead and say it again. Fear as in false evidence appearing real. All right? So once you follow your heart and it leads you down a certain path, and suddenly you realize, oh my gosh, this is taking me far from home. This is a whole new door. This is a whole new world, which is often what happens on a Step 23 day, is that connection is a door opening that we just could not imagine, right? So it's like wow, it's a real connection. Sometimes this connection, feelings and belief coming together, totally private. You're just sitting down with yourself and you're like, whoa, you get this total connection inside of yourself. But false evidence appearing real is our imagination creating false evidence that something could go wrong. If you don't see that actual evidence or anvil ready to fall on your head right now, then it has to be dismissed from the brain. Something you do with the smartass. You say, smartass, shut up, there's no evidence, so shut up. Cannot be admitted into my royal court. So don't let false evidence keep you from free falling. Free, we like free, we want to be free. We don't really want to be held back, do we? So we want to be free, but the falling part, that's what scares us. And that is where you're like, hey, I'm assuming I will be caught. I'm assuming that this door will not lead anywhere bad. Unlimited possibilities is what we told our brain, and that's what it means. So today, don't fear free falling. If some door opens up, don't let fear stop you from walking through that door. It could be the chance of a lifetime. All right, well, before you think about that in your own private free-falling mode, let's take a look at the moods of each of your brothers and sisters today. And I've got a little present for you again. I'm starting to have a fun time making these now that I'm into the swing of it. Starting with Scorpios, sunny and professional today for the Scorpions. They are out, ready to do their thing. But I think the grand connection for you today is the Holy Spirit. I think God's going to talk to you. Probably in the oddest place. God always does that. Step 1, the Leos, sunny and cool with the moon in their sign. You are now, I think, putting it all together and connecting to your people. So I think you're going to really connect to your people in this whole thing. The Cancers, step 2s, sunny and manifesting. I think this big picture connection for you is you'll be connecting to your roots. And I mean that in a personal way, and I mean that in a family way. Step 3, the Sagittarius is sunny and righteous today with the moon in Leo. I think you are finally connecting to your fans. Oh, and Sagittarius have fans. They're so wonderful. They're always joyful to be in front of. Step 4, the Aquarius is sunny and sentimental today with the moon in Leo. You are connecting, I think, to the big picture. At least that's how I think you'll frame it in your brain. Step 5, the Geminis, sunny and intellectual today. You are connecting to your new personal stardom. And wherever you feel like a personal star could be a weird, geeky thing because you're a Gemini. So you're like, oh my God, I was the one with the brightest shoes. Oh, okay. But hey, if you're the star about it, it's okay. Step 6, the Libras, sunny and social today. Connecting to the Libra 2.0 greatness. And that's just a generic term I put on the idea that there's a new you and it's great. Step 7's the Pisces, sunny and hyper aware. I think in essence you are connecting now to your deepest self. So as you follow your beliefs, you'll find that you are at your deepest self. Step 8, the Capricorn, sunny and withdrawn in private, but I think happy still. Connecting to future leaders now. So I think you're going to find yourself in front of future leaders. Of course, you'll try to get them to sign a contract, but still, I'm just saying. Step 9, the Aries, sunny and childlike today. They're out prancing around. Connecting to strategic alliances. So I think the Aries are either joining an army or creating one. Step 10, the Tauruses, sunny nesting and resting with the moon in Leo. Connecting to new work partnerships. Who is that graphics guy? Fire him. But I think Tauruses are hooking up with work allies. And the Virgos, step 11s, sunny and private today. You are connecting to business partners also, or co-manifestors, or co-creators, you could say too. So that's the big connection, I think, for the Virgins. All right, folks. So let's look at the Lightwalker Parade. That means the videos that follow this one that will help you continue walking in the light through the day. First is Venus Prime Health. We got a new top 10 coming out. The healthy weight loss supplements you've got to do. Raspberry. You know, ketamine is the word, right? That's how you say it? I don't know how to pronounce that. Ketone? I was going to look it up. I was there actually when it was shot, but now that it's here, I'm just human. And we've released a new episode of The Urban Mystic with Skip Jennings. This is an awesome one, Mastering Ourselves. He's very good at this. Skip is a practitioner in agape and many other things, if you don't know. And the Circle of Wisdom, taped yesterday with Master One Feather and myself. We were on a spiritual pilgrimage with a special guest star. Come watch it when you have a few minutes and you want to listen to something cool. Also, Modern Mommies, if you're a mom, or you have one, pretty much everyone, come on down and check out how to handle hostile children. Also very interesting. Surprise guest cameo in that episode as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. It helps us with our politics on YouTube. And on Facebook, soulgarden.me. That's where it'll take you to our Facebook page, and I post cool stuff all day. And remember, if you join our email list, you'll get coupons and cool stuff from yours truly. But the kindest thing you can do is by telling your friends about us. Gosh, this Mercury retrograde, let's keep blaming that. But really, you know me, I'm a little tongue-tied. But please share us on Facebook, share us on Twitter, share us with your friends and family. That's the best way to expand the light, and it's a great way to start your day with a namaste, especially from a friend like you. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Now this moves on to our music portion of the day. One of my favorites. I think about this for a long time. I have to do a lot of research when I'm coming up with this particular song choice. And I'm on this kick to explore Libra musicians so you can kind of hear the step 6 in their step. Today it is Free Falling, of course. Did you see that coming? I thought that was rather genius, thank you. Yes, Tom Petty, Free Falling, and I'm free. You know how? And that's the whole thing. It's like when you're going to jump, once you walk through that door, you're going to slide down that Jupiter path, but you will feel a connection to your people. Tom Petty, a master, step 26 Libra. 26. 26 is all about business, those Master 26s. I'll tell you, I see so many Master 26s of any sign running the show. They're the ones running the show. All right, my friends, I love you. Thank you for logging in, and thank you for all the wonderful comments, by the way. I really appreciate all the comments. They warm my heart. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow for the special It's Friday show. Until then, live, love, be.
This is just so ironic.
So